6th. Is fall camp just like, are you over it at 6 years?
I mean, it's just kind of, it's like Groundhog Day every single day. But, I keep getting better. No matter how old I get, I just try to, get better at one little thing a day and then just overall become a better player.
What was the sort of, I don't know, your personal focus this last 4 weeks?
Just the little things, keep improving my leadership, keeping the freshmen up to speed, getting all the new transfers ready to go. Just, my feet and my hands, just the amount of reps we take with Coach Bostad. I think that just comes with time, but yeah, just those little things, hands in the pass game, feet in the run game, kind of things like that. And at center, just learn how to snap the ball, get hands ready, faster than at guard.
Do you feel more comfortable at center than you've ever been?
Yeah, definitely.
What was the biggest adjustment moving to center?
I think it's the close combat that I'm getting at center. Like at guard, there's some ball space, but at center, I mean, you're getting contact right away. So I think that's what I needed to adjust more. And I think with our defense and the big guys that we have up front, it kind of helped me, take big strides into that, aspect of it.
What's been some of the energy this week, game on Saturday?
Yeah, it's been awesome. I think just the campus buzz is really cool. Online, internet, everything. Everyone's super excited, and all the boys are excited to get out there and kind of show what we are this season.
The winning mentality is something we've heard a lot about. How have you maybe seen that shown here?
Yeah. I think Coach Sig brings that when he, walks into every room he comes in. He just has that swagger, that winning mentality, and all the coaches kind of follow suit too. And all the transfers from JMU bring that as well. So it's just everyone come together, just a big melting pot of players and coaches. So it's a big winning mentality, and I'm excited to see how it goes.
How do you maybe contrast to where it was last year, I guess, in that realm?
Yeah, I think last year, as a team, we didn't really stay as connected as the season went on. People were kind of checking out early, and once we knew we weren't bowl eligible, guys were just, not practicing hard, not playing hard, and I think the standard that Coach Sig brings, it's not going to be like that, and I'm just really excited.
You mentioned how the winning mentality has come over from the guys from JMU and the coaching staff. How have the returners and maybe some of the transfers from elsewhere kind of blended into that mindset? Yeah,
well, there's a lot of older transfers that came in, and they come from winning programs. So just having a bunch of guys that know how to win and know that feeling of winning, and the weeks go by quick when you win. Everyone's having a good time. So we want to keep that up, and I'm really excited for the season.
Was it hard to fight that attitude last year?
Yeah, for sure. I think the last 3 years it's been like that, and especially last year as a captain, like just trying to keep guys mission focused and keeping guys together. And I think we're not going to have any problems with that this year with the group we have.
How well did you get to know Nick Kidwell? And with his injury, I mean, did you see how it impacted him? I mean, just having, because he got a medical waiver to play this year.
Yeah, I was sick to my stomach when I saw that happen. I was actually in on the play with him. It's something as a player you never want to see, especially a seventh-year guy like that had a similar injury last year. But I mean, yeah, I hung out with Kidwell. Like, we hang out as a group all the time, so I got to know him really well, and just seeing him go down was heartbreaking. But at the end of the day, like, we still got to go out there and win games. So next man up mentality.
Two of the guys in the mix are Lynch and Evans. Haven't played a lot. What has your been advice to them? How have you tried to help kind of bring them along? Because you'd be playing right in between them if they get to start a job.
Just kind of getting used to how they play, their tendencies, and picking up twists and games from the D-line, and just with combo blocks and things like that. It's just about gelling and time, and with Bray and Drew, kind of younger guys, but they get it. They get the offense, and with Coach Bostad, it's kind of been an easy transition for them.
Have you imparted any advice to them in terms of what they need to be doing?
Yeah, just stay focused. I mean, that's what I tell all the linemen. Like, there's going to be ups and downs in games. There's ups and downs in practice, but just flush it and move on. Like, I'm a super level-headed guy throughout the game. I never get too high, never get too low. So that's what I've kind of been telling the guys, and I think they're taking that pretty well.
Does it change? I mean, so you were going next to a seventh-year guy for sure, and maybe one-year guy. Now, no experience between you. Change your kind of approach during a game. I mean, you're gonna have to be more vocal. Like, I mean, what does that do for you to, that your role is maybe a little different than it would have been?
Yeah, I think and the vocal role comes naturally to me. So I think, if I can help them out with, combo calls and things of that nature, I will. But, like I said, they get the offense super well. They know what they're doing. It's just coming down to execution. I think they'll do fine in that.
What are their strengths kind of as offensive linemen?
Yeah, I think Drew does a really good job. His hands, they get wide at times, but he's a super strong kid. He has a super strong leg drive. He stays on blocks. He finishes really well. And I think that's one of his biggest strengths. I think Bray's a super smart kid. He plays with great pad level. He's a great finisher as well. So I think those aspects are what those guys have going for them.
What have you seen on film from FIU so far in terms of their defensive line?
Yeah, they're they have a couple big guys up front. They come with a different package than we see a lot. They'll play under, over, even, all those kinds of things. And I played with Jeremy Passmore, one of their D linemen, so I'll be playing against him again. We came in together, so that'll be cool to get him back in Bloomington. And so I know how he plays a little bit. He's a very technically sound guy. So, I'm excited.
What's it like going against CJ West? Have you practiced against a guy that size before on a daily basis?
Yeah, my true freshman year I went against Juan Harris.
Okay.
Just an absolute beast of a human, but CJ moves like a 320-pounder shouldn't move. Like he can just, his lateral movement's really good. His power is unbelievable. I'm really excited to see him and Carp and Marcus and all the interior guys just work this year and stop the run and, get sacks. I'm really excited. Really excited.
Talking about the leadership, we've heard that Curtis Rourke maybe isn't the most vocal guy, but he more leads by example. How have you seen him lead by example and lead the team on the field?
Yeah, it all starts with the quarterback. He makes sure everyone is doing their job, like on the outside. Obviously, the O-line, like we kind of have our own thing, but he's making sure, the tight ends, wide receivers, running backs are all lined up. And he's a guy that after drives he'll come over and talk to the O-line. Hey, good job. Like, let's do this differently. Let's keep this up. So I think that's, as an O-lineman, like that's what I love the most is like when they come off the sideline and they encourage us and, tell us we need to pick this up or whatever. But, yeah, he's done a great job, and I'm really excited to see how he carries himself on game days.
Have you ever had a team, Coach Sig's not doing team captains?
Yeah.
You ever had a team like that? And what is that? What's the impact of that? Have you seen kind of it impact the team differently? Like all these guys have more of a voice, or what? You were a team captain last year, obviously. Just kind of curious as to your reaction to that and how it's kind of played out.
Yeah, I actually didn't know until probably like 2 weeks ago. But I think it's great. That just gives more guys an opportunity to speak and, lead this team. Because, when you have 4 or 5 captains, like everyone kind of looks to those guys. And I loved that role last year, and I was really honored to be named a team captain. But, I think it just gives guys that usually don't have a voice to have a voice and get vocal and just lead guys, maybe younger guys and things like that.
Does it help in the individual room? Like you're not in a running back room and you don't have maybe there's not a team captain there. It helps kind of, individual kind of, the groups, it helps in groups.
I think, each position group probably has 2-3 guys that can lead that group. So I think it just gives more guys an opportunity to work on their leadership as the season goes on and kind of just learn how to, deal with adversity and see how your group reacts to that.
Signetti's used less practices than most coaches. Do you feel differently at the end of now fall camp's over going into the season than you have in past years, like physically? Has it had an impact, like where you don't feel maybe the wear and tear as you have in past years?
I think it's more so mentally. Like I think the mental wear and tear in past years has been more so than physical. As I'm getting older, a lot of smaller stuff are becoming like more nagging and they just like go on for a while. Like my freshman year, I would go down and I got to pop right back up. But now it's like, all right, now I got to get treatment and I got to do all this stuff. But no, I think it's more mental for us. All the meetings, there's so many meetings, but at the end of the day, like it's more in today's college football, like there's more meetings than on-field stuff. But like, so I think it's good. Physically, I feel good. I'm ready to go.
On the topic of practice, the last few years you've been practicing in the morning now, in the afternoon after classes. Any difference in that?
Well, for me, all my classes are online, so it doesn't really make a difference for me. But it was nice getting practice over with early and kind of having the rest of the day to do meetings and things like that. But I've kind of enjoyed the night practices so far, especially because we get to practice in the shade and not with the sun beating down. So that's been a good part of it.
Two more.
I'm not sure how much you've seen Mikhail across from you, but I'm wondering your initial impressions of him.
Yeah, he's a baller. He's a beast. Just watching him on film, like, I won't go against him all the time because he's out on the edge. But just, I mean, has a motor like I haven't seen in a while. And he's just a player. He's just a ball player. Like, he finds the ball. And I'm just really excited to see how he gets out on the edge and, puts a lot of tackles in tough spots.
2 days into classes on campus, obviously everyone's back. What's the feeling like in the locker room knowing that the stadium is going to be full?
Yeah, I'm just super pumped, There's a great buzz going around, and I'm just really excited to see all these guys' reactions to a packed-out stadium, a packed-out Rock, and just our fans are so great, and I'm just really excited to see everyone out there.
Great. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, guys.